time for a mid-afternoon earth walk, and I've made my home and oriented my land in such a way as to have various little microclimates in them, so that in the cool of the spring as well as in the heat of summer there are some places to retreat to. The vegetable garden is largely a warm zone, and it needs to be a warm zone if I'm going to get things to grow the way that I want them to. You know, we've got the grapevines and the wisteria up over the arbors, and the beds are raised so that they catch sun. And if you want to peek over my fence with me and look into the garden, you'll see that we've got a lot of microgreens doing really well. Things that thrive in the shade do better under the apple trees. Things that need to do really well out in the sun: the potatoes, the corn, the squash, the melons, etc. Green beans, snap peas, so many different climbing vines, berries, etc. Raspberries up against the fence on both sides. Growing up very much in a collaborative and entourage way with the grapevines. You know, this is a microclimate that is more heat oriented and sunshine oriented. And then there is this break between that element and the arbors, where we find ourselves in this shady microclimate that's up against an embankment of trees. And there are hedges that kind of run through this permaculture concept of microclimates in a yard. And with the hedges, there's some fruit trees as well. And there's some hostas and lady slippers that I actually cultivated out of a nearby forest and got them to grow here. You'd be surprised how many beautiful volunteers are not being appreciated in the forest. These are called lady slippers. They come back every year in groupings. Hostas the same. Little hugelkultur in the center. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be flawless grass. It's just a cooler place to come and sit and enjoy, throw down a blanket, and occasionally truly find a 4-leaf clover. A debris pile that turns into a composting pile. I have 2 different ponds on the property. But I bring you outside to remind you that using your land however you choose to use your land is ultimately going to make all the difference in the world, so that you're going to want to come outside, so that you're going to want to get your feet in the earth and stop working in the middle of your day, so that you're going to want to come home at the end of a workday in an office and have a place to go. And one of the things I enjoy doing is reminding myself to be a kid. So I'm going to get a hold of this here swing, and I've got my grounding slippers on with my magnets in them. You can't really see them. I got a great swing on this tree, and I get to enjoy being a kid. I get to enjoy remembering that everything is not about money. It's not all about what we look like from every given moment, what people think of us. It has so much more to do with quality of life. And this is my quality of life, and I'm glad to share it with you. Welcome to my garden, microclimates, earth anchoring, finding the purpose to life in everything we do, starting with being outside and knowing our place in the grand succession of intelligence on this planet. Blessings. Take care.